This episode, even behind all the comedy antics and the random stuff going on, it told a very decent story that was dark and just made me interested to see what is going to happen. A lot of this episode focused on Goro and Itsuka and just character development of White Falcon. So really, this episode was on an entirely different class of previous episodes. Even though it managed to keep its standard wackiness of World Conquest usually does, it did something different. Goro's character, at first, when I saw the scene where he was surrounded by Mafia members and Pierre, I thought he was going to die. I really thought Goro was going to die, and he's one of my favorite characters. So I was like, no! Don't kill off the boss chief! And then he gets saved by Pierre, and I was like, holy crap, you're a bro, man. You're a bro, chef! And then all of a sudden, you got a lot of what Goro says, like, okay, the only thing that can stop me is a bulldozer. And then as soon as he said that, I said, okay, cue the bulldozer, and then a bulldozer comes on screen. It's like, are you fucking serious? Only Sekai Seifuku would actually do this to me to make me laugh at that scene. It's so random, at the same time, it felt just right. And when Pierre just decides to block a bulldozer with just his actual cooking utensils, I'm thinking like, okay, this is anime. I'll just look past the, defying of physics in that scene. But it was funny, and it did still have and hold the emotion, because Pierre died! Why do you kill off a good character I thought was going to be a jerk to Goro? Turns around he's a good character, we find out some backstory with him. Supposedly Goro kicked him out of the gang. It was all around, this episode was just good character development. It seems that Goro's gang has a more bigger part to play in this entire series. We know Kate single-handedly destroyed his gang. We also know now that White Falcon, the actual freaking good organization that's all with superhero type looks and antics, pretty much have some form of connection to Goro's gang. So, there's one thing that popped up right there with the plot. Then we got this Tsubaki character that just got completely brought up that I don't know who the hell she is. And I'm thinking to myself like, what? Who is this? But what really got me when they started talking about that is when they brought up Itsuka as most likely Goro's daughter. I was like, what? What? So, I don't see the resemblance, but it was a very nice scene. We found out some backstory with a bunch of characters that were enjoyable. Now, really, the dark intensity of this episode, the reason why I like it so much, it was with the actual battle choir music they had, especially when you get to see Goro just going down flights of steps, being chased by Mafia, and that entire scene when you see him get surrounded by Mafia members in the elevator. I was like, oh my god. And then all of a sudden, Goro just backhands someone, hits another one, looks like he breaks someone's neck, shoots a gun in the air, and then he walks out like a fucking boss. Goro is awesome. He's an awesome freaking character, one of my favorite characters in this series. Now, I really do enjoy this episode. Another great episode of Sekai Seifuku. I don't have a lot of theories I could bring up, honestly. The only thing I could bring up is that if they weren't talking about Isuka's actual being the daughter of Goro, it would either have to be Kate. Now, that would be interesting right there. So, wow. I'm shocked with the different things that popped up in this episode. Really unexpected. Sekai Seifuku has definitely turned into an anime I didn't expect to be this good. I know from I think the second episode, I really just downright despised it. But this episode, and this series so far, has not let me down with each episode. It manages to continue to give me laughs, random moments, along with a very good, decent, ongoing plot that keeps me interested. So, tell me your thoughts on this episode. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite moment of this episode? And what do you feel about those dark twists that happened this episode, especially with how we thought freaking Goro was going to die? And Pierre, rest in peace, man. You're a good character. Chibi out.